y'all, it's Dr. Erin, and I'm here with the Abbey Research Reads on Breathe, A New Science of a Lost Art by James Nestor. As it says on the cover, it's a New York Times bestseller. You may or may not have seen it in your local bookstores or in the airports. As I've started traveling again, I see it on like every airport books shelf. I started reading it as a part of my yoga breathing practice. So I'm putting on my yogi hat to talk to you guys here. And we have a weekly breathing practice session in my yoga classes. And we decided to have a yoga book club and talk about this because it has to do with breathing. And we are kind of practicing what is called pranayama, which is the breath of life, the energy of life practice that is a part of the limbs of yoga. But you don't have to be a yogi to appreciate this book. Y'all, I learned so much from it. And through my practice, I've started to think a lot more critically about how I breathe and how we all breathe and what it means to engage with our lungs and our diaphragms and all of this. But I learned so much more about the history of studying breath and how it's used for not just meditation, but how it impacts everything we do, from our jaws to our teeth, what we eat, how we sleep. And so many of the problems that we have associated with breathing are because, to use Stranger Things parlance, we are mouth breathers. And he breaks it all down. He goes on this kind of Odyssean trek because he has his own breathing problems and he wants to find out what he can do about them. He suffers from sleep apnea and anxiety and migraines and all of this. And so he kind of journeys literally around the world and through time to meet all these people who have different philosophies on breathing and different techniques. It's a fascinating read. He's a journalist, so it's conversational and well written. But I think it's such an important topic. We don't spend time talking about breathing or how we breathe. And especially as we live through these pandemic times and we have so much focus on the impact of COVID on our lungs specifically, and kind of what palliative and restorative treatments look like. It's a really fascinating journey, and it might seem a little bit out there, but anything that can teach us about empathy or about humans is fair game on this channel. And so I had to take this opportunity, just finished the book, to recommend it to everyone out there. It's definitely some food for thought. I don't agree with everything that he said or everything that he recommends, but it changed my perspective on breathing. And that's what good reading does, is it challenges you to think outside of what you understand. And so for that reason, and for many others, we recommend Breathe, The New Science of a Lost Art by James Nestor. That's it for this Abbey Research Reads. I'm Dr. Erin, and we'll see you next time.